After a mass casualty crime incident, it's really important to think about the population that you have, what their needs might be. Everybody progresses through recovery or towards resilience at their own pace.
Recovery really is about the longer-term needs over time, but the emotional and psychological aspect of it, that takes far longer to heal. And in some cases, some people never heal.
These incidents are life-altering. People will never be what they were prior to the tragedy. They have to redefine themselves, a new normal.
As we all know, on Sunday, August 5th, 2012, a white supremacist fueled by hatred walked into our local Gurdwara with a loaded gun. He killed my mother while she prayed. He shot and killed 5 more men. All of them were fathers, and all of them had a turban like me.
August 5th, 2012 was the greatest attack on a place of worship in America in 50 years at that time.
Most people that go through this are never really healed. It's always there. Their life is never the same again.
Our community doesn't respond to traditional forms of mental health or to therapy. We had to take healing into our own hands. The Sikh Healing Collective was truly a collective effort. Mental health professionals came together. They were South Asians, they were non-South Asians, they were Muslims, Christians, Jews, Hindus. They spoke the language, they understood the culture, they became integrated into the community here in Oak Creek, and people no longer saw them as strangers.
It's tough to heal on your own. It's possible, sure, but when you heal as a community, it's a lot more effective, and it's lasting, and it's genuine, and that's exactly what happened after August 5th.
On Sunday nights, I would check in with the mental health folks that were here on site. What are you hearing? As you're speaking one-on-one with the community members, what are they telling you? Are they experiencing intrusive thoughts, PTSD, insomnia, survivor guilt? We created the psychoeducational materials according to the community's needs week to week. About 300 copies would be made, so you'd have a single document, English on one side, Punjabi on the other side, ready for disbursement on the following Sunday. So it was a way to introduce mental health in a softer, kinder way without the stigma attached to it.
We saw the importance of being able to give people a voice and have them share their stories of survival.
One of the orphans of Oak Creek, Harpreet Singh Sani, who lost his mother in the massacre, testified before the Senate and asked that his mother be given the dignity of being a statistic. And it was absolutely powerful, poignant, compelling testimony.
I'm here because my mother was murdered in an act of hate 45 days ago. I'm here on behalf of all the children who lost parents or grandparents during the massacre in Oak Creek, Wisconsin. This was not supposed to be our American story. This was not my mother's dream.
As a result, the hate crime statistics program includes recognition of anti-Sikh hate crimes. This is going to lead to more awareness and less ignorance about the Sikh American community.
Ultimately, that's what people want, is they want to be seen, they want to be heard, they want to feel that they do matter.
Newtown, it's a small town, 28,000 people. That entire community was affected in very, very profound ways.
This happened, of course, in December, just before Christmas. 20 young, beautiful first graders. The extraordinary depth of grief over that, it almost makes it impossible even now for me to talk about it.
The ability to just function is deeply impaired when a trauma is as deeply wounding as ours was. Trauma memories don't get stored in the brain in the same way that any of our other memories are. That memory is almost behind a wall and can't be retrieved by just trying to force yourself to retrieve it. On any scale, trauma does not heal itself.
It's important to understand that not one approach will work. So the recovery and resiliency team is the big umbrella. They provide intake, assessment, referral,
Newtown Recovery and Resiliency Team, this is Catherine. Can I help you?
They're absolutely key component to our recovery.
Our care coordinators do match with every individual that is looking for some kind of support. The support may be in the form of matching to a behavioral health provider. It might mean looking for reimbursement to help with their mental health or wellness. It may mean that they're just looking for some short-term emotional support.
We did some research about trauma and how other municipalities had responded and the lessons that other municipalities learned. We applied that to our circumstance here and then wrote a whole protocol around how that team would work and what they would do and created a governance structure for them.
Our team really encompassed community recovery on a large scale. And it is the place now where people know they can go if they're looking for where can I get support on the anniversary of the shooting, or if my child needs a therapeutic summer camp, where can I go? So it's long-term, several more years to come before I think we can say the majority of impacted individuals are really in a more resilient place.
We are inexorably changed because of this horrible thing. I think it will always be with us. I want it always to be with us because I wouldn't want any of those children or those educators to ever be forgotten. It's critically important. We carry it with us.
Healing means something very different to each individual. The key to healing is ensuring that when you're working with victims, you ask them what it is that they need.
I see more and more people reaching that point of comfort where they're again confident in the future. They see that bright light on the horizon and that the world is a good and kind place.
Our resilience is what really speaks out in these tragedies. We persevere, we get through, we become stronger.